Okay, welcome everybody. So happy to have everybody here on this live session on the 1st of April of 2025. Truly a pleasure to see you all here. Please confirm you can hear me. Okay, I'm very excited here because I know that we'll be learning a lot and you all too. I'll be sharing some traits that will help you all make money on today's live session. So, um, I don't know. I believe maybe you can see my screen. Okay, yeah. So first of all, before I start teaching, I have something very important to teach us. Remember that this live session is always for beginners, right? So the goal of this live session is to bring you guys simple knowledge that um, that just basic knowledge that you could use to start making money from forex trading, right? So before that, I basically would want us to do some analysis on some certain pairs already. All right. So on gold, I'm not really seeing any opportunity yet. So what I'm waiting for is actually for price to retest, break out of this my level, this psychological level up here, right? For those of you who don't know what psychological level are key areas that hedge funds and institutional investors pay attention to, and it's usually like a round number, right? So, and if you look at, you see that every time price ever gets to those key zones, there's always like a reactions. Like you see one, two, three, four, literally like five reaction, then price break out of it and went to the upside. So the same thing price did here, retested, and break out of those out of this place. It's actually what we are waiting for. So what I'm waiting for is I don't know when price will ever do it, but the good thing is sometimes you cannot always wait, so you can just set a notification and just create a notification, right? So anytime price get to this zone, it alerts me on my email on my phone. I just start receiving a vibration. I know it's money call. I know I'll start buying. So it's just very simple. But I'm not going into the details. How do you know when to buy? How do you know how to sell, when to sell? But the basic, my strategy are just three things: candlestick, trend lines, trend lines, confirmation, high and low of the week, and psychological level. So some of you call psychological level support and resistance level. So these are just my three major strategy I use to trade any currency. So so with that being said, let's go again to um, let's check other pairs. Usually um, there will be opportunities during the New York session, but it doesn't mean that we cannot take trade, right? So let's see for US 30. Most of you I like trading US 30 because it's very volatile, right? So okay. So I come to the 4 hours and I'm seeing okay, they've been break off for me before. Okay. What is your trend? Okay. Yeah, price has on US 30 it has been like on the upside for a very long time. So they've just been retested at this level, broke up from this level, went down, went up again. Um, so we've confirmed the overall trend. So um, expecting expecting like a buy, but let me go to the 1 hour time frame and see. Okay, so then you come to the 50 minutes. Sorry. So guys, this is how this thing works. So it's better if you don't get bored. You should always look. I know most of you don't like to learn. You just want to make money very quick, very quick, very quick, very quick, very quick. Right. So um Price has broken through this level before. So we see that there's a retest here. There's a retest on the downside. So now I'm expecting price to go to the upside, but first of all, what I want is for usually you don't play the market, right? You wait for price to come to our direction for a buy. So I want price to get to this level. This level. Price should get here. Then when price get here, and we wait for candlestick patterns, right? Then before we now know, okay, are we buying, or then I'm looking to buy once price get to this level, then expect price to push to the upside. So, but let's see. But if price does not get here and start giving us like a giving us like a reversal pattern, candle pattern here, then we'll know if price breaks here, then we know that price is actually going to the downside. But we're expecting overall an uptrend. An uptrend, yes. So the next thing, let me look for another trade. I want us to like take a trade very, very, very fast. Let's take a trade. CHF, wow. Yes, sorry. There's not really much going on here. There's not much going on here. So we're looking to buy. So we're looking to buy Bitcoin. To buy Bitcoin, like look at, I'm already on this trade, right? So we're looking to buy Bitcoin later. You know, if the price comes down a bit, retest, then we'll go for a buy of Bitcoin, BTC USD later, around maybe New York session. That signal should be ready. So price just comes, maybe retests our level, then we'll enter because it's too high now to buy Bitcoin. So let's don't buy now. Let's wait for at least 2 o'clock p.m. We'll be buying Bitcoin. Let me check USD card. USD card, okay. Let me see from the 4-hour time frame. Okay. I'm going to 1-hour time frame. See on the 15. I'm seeing a buy on USD card. So now you're on this live session now. You're on this live session. So, but if you're on this live session, buy USD card. So I'll put it here. All right, buy USD card. Let's buy USD card. If you're on this session, buy USD card. And our stop loss will be here at this level. At stop loss will be 1 point. Let me put a text. Our stop loss will be okay. Stop loss will be 1.4343424. So these are our stop loss. 1.43424. Okay, these are our stop loss. So for those of you who are on this trade, buy USD card. Buy USD card now. Buy USD card now. Let's make money from this. Okay. So let's see. I think I don't really see an opportunity. So those are the one taking that one. So I say for gold, wait for price to break out here, then we are going on buy because the overall trend is buy, buy, buy. USD card, expecting for price to retest at this level and we'll buy, then we'll long US 30. So these are the only opportunity I'm seeing currently. So but overall, the game is patient, patient, patient. You just have to be very, very patient, right? Like very patient. All right. So if you look at the markets, so there's no movement now. So we just come to when it's New York session, then we expect to take action. But for now, okay. But for now, what we are going to do now is I want to teach you guys something, just basic things you need to know about Forex trading, but how do you make money trading Forex as a beginner? It's just a very simple topic. I really want us to take the time to really just understand. And I'd like you to pay attention. Remember, there are more advanced level. If you want to learn more advanced things, click the link on my YouTube bio, click my profile picture, my profile picture under the subscribe button. It take you to my bio and you get to see the link where you should where you can join the Telegram group. Then there you could do that. Right. So let's go straight into the business for today. So now, what is Forex trading? Forex trading, most people know Forex trading as FX, right? Foreign exchange, but it refers to the global marketplace where banks, institutions, and individuals speculate on the exchange rates between currencies, right? So it's referred to the global marketplace where banks, institutions, and individuals speculate on the exchange rate between Forex currencies. Right. So for those of you who don't know, so for those of you who don't understand what forex, just exchange between one currency and the other, right? So the forex is just basically exchange of one currency or the other. So if you've ever left this country, if you've ever traveled abroad, or you've had to exchange maybe the country of whatever country you are joining from to another country, right? You would you would have traded forex before. Maybe you don't just know that that's actually what you did. You traded FX. You didn't just know that it was forex you actually traded. So just basically exchange between one country and another, changing your dollar. Maybe you are going to the UK for great G for pounds, right? So it's forex. So as I said, is that it's just exchange. It's like they refer to the global marketplace where banks, institutions, and individual speculators, who are the major participants in forex trading, exchange between currencies, right? So how does forex work? As a forex trader, you are actually speculating on whether one currency will rise or fall in pairs against another currency. So what you're actually doing is you are speculating, especially for you as a retail trader, right? So what we are doing is speculating, okay, which currency is going to be higher than the other, which currency is going to fall or drop, and usually there are macroeconomic factors that are used to determine the strength of one currency against the other and all those things. But there are two style of trading. There are fundamental people that are fundamental traders and people that are technical trader. But me, I'm technical trader. What that means, I trade pure price action. I really do not pay attention on my macroeconomic news and what is going on in Wall Street and governments of nations, right? So forex trading can be defined as the process of speculating on currency pairs to try to make profit. Say, okay, the dollar is going to be less than the Great British Pound, so you are shorting the dollar and expecting that the Great British Pounds will be greater than the dollar, so that the dollar is going to fall. So you are shorting, or you are saying the USD will be greater than Japanese yen, and you are expecting that the US dollar goes up. And from those little ratio price differences, you can make money in it. So it's very simple, right? Just so that's movement in currencies pairs, those little movement of 50 pips, 100 pips, 200 pips. By the way, for those of you who don't know pips, let me just define it in a very simple term. It's just like like a human being, you calculate your movement in step, one step, two steps. So you're just expecting price to move one step, 100 steps, 200 steps, and just to make money from that little movement, right? So and why it's very interesting is because in forex trading, there's what is called leverage, right? For you to be able to purchase a unit of a currency, you need $100,000, right? So for you to be able to purchase one standard unit of a currency, you need $100,000. So, but what happens in the forex market is that your broker gives you 99% of that money, and you just need to bring 1% of that money to be able be to perform that transaction. It gives you that leverage, right? You produce 10 lots and all those things. But that's not what I'm talking about. So that's why it makes it that in this small movement, because of that thing called leverage, you can be making large sum of money. In a hundred, just in 100 pips movement, market moves 100 pips to your favor. For some people, they can be making $10,000. For some people, they can be making $100,000. For some people, they can be making $10. Some people can be making $100. Right? It just depends on the leverage they are using. So that's what makes forex trading very interesting. So the value of currencies is usually influenced by economic, political, and geographical events and trade and financial flows and all those things. But placing a trade in the exchange market is very simple, right? So uh, what you actually need to be able to participate in the forex foreign exchange market to be able to trade among currency pairs, what you actually need is you just need to have a brokerage account, right? So for those of you who don't know what a brokerage is, let me show you what a brokerage is. It's a brokerage is like for you to be able to perform financial transactions, like to be able to send and receive money now. What they you need to have a bank account. You need to be able to perform that transaction with a financial institution provider. So now in the forex exchange market, for you to be able to place a trade, all you need is like a brokerage. It's called a brokerage, and I would suggest the brokerage I use. It's called Xness, Exness. You could go to your Play Store or your App Store, or you are yeah right, and just type Xness, and you download an app, and you need what they call MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. You could download any of them. All you just have to do is to create an account, click the link on the description box to use my referral link to be able to get the best experience when you sign up. And when you do that, you just sign up and you just create an account, do your verification, connect it, and fund your account. As little as $100, you could start placing a trade. But that is just like the basics of the tools you need to be able to participate in the financial markets. So now let's go to the next thing. So you see how very simple it is, right? So in forex country, there's what we call so in forex trading, there's what we call currencies, right? Quote, and we have quotes and the pair currency, right? So base and quote currency, right? So whenever you have an open position in forex, you're either exchanging one currency for another, as I earlier said. So it's very simple. Just see yourself exchanging one currency against the other and making prediction that this one is actually going to be stronger than this is actually going to be weaker than this. So just look at it. For example, you see this is called Euro USD. That's the euro against the United States dollar. So you just see this red and green candle. Oh, you're not seeing my screen. Let me share. Confirm you can hear me. Just drop 111. 111 if you can hear me. Drop 111 if you can hear me. All right. So you see, it's just exchange between one currency against the other. You can never see any. You can in forex. You can never see like you can never see a currency on its own. It's always one currency against other. You see that Euro USD, the euro against the United States dollar, the British pounds against the United States dollar, the British pounds against JPY. It's one currency. Australian United States dollar against the USD, right? So you see that it's always one currency, one currency against the other is actually what people actually trade in the financial market. Just as very simple as that is. You're trading one currency against the other, right? So you can see it. You see USD against the USD CHF, right? So you see it. So now in this currency, in Forex, it's called base and quote currency. So let me explain what base and quote currency is. Let me go to baby pips. So it's like a very, it just simplifies this term for you. So whenever you have an open position in Forex trading, you are actually changing one currency for another. So currencies are quoted in relationship to another currency, as we saw earlier, one currency against the other. So there's no currency that you cannot trade a currency on its own, like you're just trading stocks. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to trade one currency against, they are paired together, right? So here's an example. I showed you GBP USD. The first currency quoted is usually referred to as the base currency. Then the second currency is actually the quote currency. Like look at it on the chart. See the first currency, for this case, GBP was quoted first. It's quoted against the Swiss francs, that is the CHF. You see for this one USD card, that's the United States USD against the Canadian dollar, right? So you see the first currency is usually the um, base currency, then the paired currency with it is actually referred to as the quote currency. So the first listed pair to the left, right of this slash is known as the base in the exchange, that's the GBP, and the other one is referred to as the quote currency that is being paired with. So now let's look at when buying the exchange. So when you are buying, the exchange rate will tell you how much you have to pay in units of the currency pair to buy 1 unit of this base currency, right? So for example, now you want to now trade, okay, you want to buy the GBP against the USA, right? So the exchange rate is telling you how much 1 unit of that base currency costs. So in this example, you have to pay, this is 1 unit of this GBP at of this time is 1,001.21228. So it's just telling you this is the unit price of the United States dollar, the equivalent of the US dollar to buy 1 British pounds. So it's just telling you what is the exchange rate against the British pound. So you want to buy 1 British pounds in the USD. This is the amount you are going to buy. So when selling, the exchange rate tells you how many units of the quote currency you get for selling 1 unit of the base currency. So you want to actually sell GBP USD. It's going to tell you how many units of the quote currency you need to be able to perform that transaction to be able to sell 1 unit of the base currency. So you see, that's how it works, right? You just basically buy and sell. So lastly, before I end, just simple thing, long and short. There's what we call long and short in Forex. Either you are longing or you are shorting. Some people call it either you are buying or you are selling. So first you should determine whether you want to buy or sell. But how you know when to buy or sell is a more advanced level. There are technical analysis to it. But if you really want to learn, click the link on the description below. It will take you to my WhatsApp group chat and you get to learn all this for free. First, you should determine whether you want to buy or sell. So if you want to buy, which actually means you are buying the base currency and you are selling the quote currency. So you want the base currency to rise in value, and then you would now sell it at a higher price. So that's actually what you are doing. You are trying to buy, which means that you want to buy the base currency, that's the first currency, and you are selling the quote currency at the same time. So you want the base currency to rise in value, and then you would sell it back to a higher price, right? Sell it at a higher price. So now, let me give an example. Let's say the base currency, which is USD against the GBP or GBP, yeah, USD GBP. Or no, let's use USD GBP JPY. You want to sell, so let's use USD Euro USD, right? You want to sell the euro, which is the base currency, against the United States dollar. So what if you are buying in this currency pair, Euro USD? What you are actually saying is that you mean that the euro, you want to buy the euro, and you are actually selling the the United States dollar. So you want the base currency, which is the euro, to rise in value and sell it back at the higher price. So now, for example, now the euro is, let's say, 200, it's at the euro is $200, right? So you're actually buying at $200 and you buy at $200 and 200 euros, and the price moves, let's say, 100 pips, and it's become from 200, actually go to 300, right? So you've made money, right? That's literally almost, that's a lot of pips. You've made money. So when you are selling at that higher price, you have made that differences in price ratio from when you are buying and when you're selling. It's actually how your profit is made. So going, that's, it's called in simple term, going long or going short. So once you've opened a position, you can say I'm longing. Then if you want to sell, which means that you are the base currency and you are buying the quote currency. So you want the base currency to fall in value, and then you would buy it back at a lower price. So it's going short or taking short position. So that's just basically in simple terms what it means. You actually buy, either buying or you are selling. So look at it here. Let's use GBP USD for example. Let me explain everything I've taught you in the chart. So this is a 1 hour time frame, right? So let's imagine now you are selling GBP USD at this point, right? So what you're actually saying is that um, um, you actually, what you want to do is that, sorry, you actually mean that you want to sell the base currency, which is GBP, and you are buying the quote currency, that you want the base currency to fall in value, then you buy it back at a lower price. So look at it here. Let's say you sold, let me use this thing. So let's say, for example, we're using here, remember, you sold it here. You enter this trade here, right? This is it. You actually sold. You sold, you are shorting GBP USD. What you're actually saying is that you are saying that the GBP is going to, saying the GBP is going to be is going to fall against and the United, that's the base currency, which GBP is going to, you are expecting it to fall. Then you are going to now sell it at a lower price. That is here. So you entered from here, it went down, you sold, right? So now it has gone. Let's remove this. Then when we are longing, what we mean is actually we are buying, right? We are expecting that the base currency is going to be higher in price. Let's say we entered here for a buy, and we entered like this, right? We put our take profits so at this junction here. So now we see that price went bought and hit our take profits. So you can see that actually you can actually now say that you can actually see we made money in this price movement. So just basically exchange of currency, buying one currency pair against the other, buying one currency pair against the other. So what we're waiting for is that price gets to this, hit this our zone. Hopefully, if price cannot break this zone, so we wait for a candlestick pattern. You see what happened here? Price actually went up from this up, went down, and you saw that it's giving us weak rejection candle pattern and just telling us that it's going to buy. So you just wait for an extra confirmation, then you buy and you be in profit. So, but that's not what we are discussing about. So that's what it actually is. We're exchanging one currency against the other, right? So, and that is how we make money trading forex. So now I'm expecting, I've called out a trade on USD card, right? So let's see. Is it USD JPY? Yeah, I think so. Are you sure? I think it's USD card. USD JPY. Let's record. thought we called a trade now USD card. Okay, we called a trade on USD card. We said our stop loss is here, right? So we'll look at price is actually still retesting at this level. So still express that price breaks this level and maybe get to this higher high here, then we make profit from it. So because you see, just been going up all this while. So this is actually the thought process behind it. So for now, that's just the only signal we are taking. So you join my community if you really want to learn more and you want to know how you could make money sustainably and be profitable over the long run, right? Just join the community. Thank you so much for joining today's live session, and please do well to subscribe and like this video below so that the algorithm would suggest this video to more people and more people would learn all these things you are learning for free. And I'm always going live every Tuesday by 1 p.m. So do well to join the family and tune in and let's grow together. Thank you so much and do have a lovely day.